Welcome to AI News in 10, your top AI and tech news podcast in about 10 minutes. AI tech is amazing and is changing the world fast. For example, this entire podcast is curated and generated by AI using my and my kids' cloned voices. It's Thursday, March 26th, 2026. Here's what's new. Fresh reporting suggests a path may be emerging to revive the Pentagon's stalled work with Anthropic's Claude, and defense officials say that could matter for cyber and national security. Apple quietly shipped iOS 26.4 this week. 13 noticeable tweaks are here, but the overhauled AI-powered Siri is still missing. In the chip world, SK hynix just placed an order worth nearly $8 billion with ASML to boost EUV capacity for high-bandwidth memory, fuel for AI servers. Over at Microsoft, a notable AI hire signals how Mustafa Suleyman is shaping the company's in-house model ambitions. And for gamers, an Xbox Partner Preview goes live today with third-party reveals and Game Pass updates. But first, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Need elite developers fast? Elite Coders connects you with rigorously vetted senior engineers in 24 to 48 hours. Staff augmentation, dedicated teams, or full project delivery. We've got you covered. Visit elitecoders.co to get started today.
Now, let's dive into today's stories. Let's start with the Pentagon and Anthropic. Axios reports that behind the scenes, both sides see a narrow path to restart work after the Defense Department labeled Anthropic a supply chain risk earlier this month. Leaked emails in a court filing show negotiators saying they were very close on language before talks froze. Some in government argue Claude gives the US a 6 to 12-month edge in military AI, particularly in cyber defense. The sticking point is whether Anthropic would allow all lawful uses, while the company has drawn lines around fully autonomous weapons and mass surveillance of Americans. If a compromise lands, Claude could move quickly back into classified and defensive workflows, and the competitive map for federal AI deals in 2026 could shift. It's both a policy and a procurement story to watch as new models ship. Now, Apple, iOS 26.4 is out in the wild, and it brings a bundle of quality of life changes. Improved typing accuracy, new music playlist features like Playlist Playground, and the usual bug fixes, but it does not include the re-architected, more capable Siri that Apple previewed back in 2024. Reviews point to at least 13 notable enhancements, while official notes reiterate that the larger Siri upgrade is slated for later in 2026. If you're wondering whether to update, go ahead for stability and the new emoji set, but don't expect the agent-like Siri just yet. One wrinkle for drivers: earlier betas enabled voice-controlled chatbot access in CarPlay, letting you talk to third-party AIs like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude while on the road. That capability appeared in the 26.4 betas, but it isn't a full substitute for a system-wide Siri overhaul, so we're in a limbo moment. Useful upgrades now, marquee assistant later. To the supply chain that powers all of this, SK hynix just disclosed a record order with ASML, roughly 11.9 trillion won, about $8 billion, for EUV lithography systems to be delivered through 2027. Analysts estimate that's on the order of 30 EUV tools, an enormous bet on ramping high-bandwidth memory output as AI servers guzzle HBM stacks. Why it matters? HBM is the heartbeat of modern AI clusters. Every major accelerator roadmap is constrained not only by chips, but by memory. Micron's recent blowout quarter, and its warning that demand will outstrip supply for the foreseeable future, underscores how pivotal these memory expansions are for 2026 and 2027 AI build-outs. Expect continued tightness, elevated pricing, and long allocation queues until these EUV installs turn into wafers. Before we continue, here's a quick message from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Family GPT, the AI chat platform actually designed for kids. If your children are curious about ChatGPT but you're worried about what they might see, Family GPT gives you full parental controls, content filtering, and the ability to align responses with your family's values, whether Christian, Muslim, Jewish, secular, and many more. Monitor every conversation, set usage limits, and let your kids explore AI safely. No ads, no data selling, complete privacy. Sign up free at familygpt.chat. That's FAMILYGPT.chat.
All right, let's get back to it. Over at Microsoft, a personnel move with strategic weight. Windows Central reports the company has hired Ali Farhadi, former CEO of the Allen Institute for AI and co-founder of XNOR AI, as a corporate vice president, working under Microsoft AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman. Read the subtext. Suleyman has been steering Microsoft to do more model research and development in-house, even as it partners deeply with OpenAI. Farhadi's background in efficient, edge-oriented deep learning suggests Microsoft will keep pushing on smaller, faster models and agentic systems that can run closer to users and within enterprise constraints, complementing the larger-scale work it accesses via OpenAI. It's another sign that the 2026 AI race isn't just about who trains the single biggest model, it's about who ships the right constellation of models and tools across cloud, PC, and phone. And gamers, heads up. Xbox's partner preview stream hits today at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Expect third-party reveals, updates on titles like STLKER 2 and The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, and fresh Game Pass news, all in about 30 minutes. While this showcase isn't billed as an AI event, watch for subtle signals of how AI is showing up in games this year. Smarter NPC behaviors, content pipelines that use generative tools, and platform features that enhance streaming and highlight reels. It's a reminder that AI is creeping into gaming both behind the scenes and on the screen. Quick takeaways before we wrap. 1. National security stakes around frontier models are rising fast. If Anthropic and the DoD find a lawful use compromise, it could reset who competes for sensitive AI work. 2. Apple's iOS 26.4 is a worthwhile update today, just not the Siri moment many have been waiting for. 3. Memory is destiny in AI. SK Hynix's EUV megabuy telegraphs multi-year HBM demand. 4. Microsoft's Ali Farhadi hire hints at a broader strategy of both partnering and building. And 5. Today's Xbox partner preview is a window into how game makers are shipping and quietly adopting AI in 2026. Thanks for listening, and a quick disclaimer, this podcast was generated and curated by AI using my and my kids' cloned voices. If you want to know how I do it or want to do something similar, reach out to me at emad@ainewsin10.com. That's AInewsin10.com. See you all tomorrow.